Hello there. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to the evening of the 13th of January, 2026. Hopefully you're doing well today. We are back today with Paper Mario on the N64, and hopefully, as I have marked it, the finale of this game. We have acquired all the stars. I think we are about to head to Bowser's Castle and hopefully finish up with this game tonight. Hopefully everyone had a good day. We did not stream this afternoon. Decided to take a bit of a rest day. As I've mentioned before, I've been kind of feeling a little bit low energy, so I just decided to take some time. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff. So it's better for me to take some rest and get one stream in than to not rest and have a bunch of not so good streams. So that's what we're doing. All that being said, we are going to be continuing Paper Mario. I don't know if it's going to take the whole stream to get through Bowser's Castle. If it doesn't, we'll see how much time we have left. We might jump into our next retro game. If it does, then obviously we'll wait until the next retro stream to do that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. As for the schedule, we will be back, hopefully, if I'm feeling up to it, tomorrow afternoon with Amori, and barring any issues, we should be back tomorrow night with more Division 2. Now, those could be swapped around. We could do an afternoon stream of Division 2 and an evening stream of Amori or something else. But Division 2, I believe, is still going to happen. Again, playing that by ear, that is dependent on how Leave Ending and Void after 12 p.m. are doing. Obviously, if they're not feeling up to it for whatever reason, or they can't do it because of planning or whatever, then we'll just keep on with our schedule, and vice versa. If for some reason that we can't do it because something comes up, then they'll just move on with their schedule as they need to. We've already kind of, I think, referenced that, but unofficially kind of pointed that out, that if for whatever reason that we need to take a Wednesday off, we can always just move on with our schedule while one side or the other side does whatever they need to do. But so far as I know, it's still the plan to do some more Division tomorrow night. But yeah, so that will be tomorrow night. So that does mean we'll be jumping into our next horror game Thursday, and if we do finish this tonight, assuming we don't finish it super early, we will be jumping into our new retro game on Friday. So that is kind of what we're looking at, and of course, Omori is going to stay on our afternoon stream as we continue moving forward in the afternoons. As for what's coming up after Amori, I've got a few ideas. I had one series planned, but I might put another series in front of that one. It's a little bit of a shorter series, but I think it'll be a fun one to go through. But we'll see what I'm feeling after we get done with Amori. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting finishing. Hopefully finishing Paper Mario tonight. But because once we finish Paper Mario tonight, it will put us kind of at the halfway point with our games, because the next game we start will be the 5th game of the 10 games that are starting, and we're slowly starting to get through the games. Moving them to, I think, a more consistent schedule is smart, because we still got a few longer games to get through, and then we've got a few short games to get through. So I think if we're able to get a few of the short games on the wheel, we might be able to knock out a few games pretty quickly before maybe finishing off with the longer games, or we could get the longer games out of the way and finish off very quickly with the shorter games at the end. But we'll see. It's all up to the wheel. As for everything else, the horror game stuff I have planned will be a series. I'll explain more about that on Thursday. It will be a special kind of series. It'll be the first of its kind in that type of series, but it will also be kind of an opening of a door for that kind of series. So, and then we'll be playing some rather interesting stuff after that. But yeah, I think that's all I had to talk about here at the beginning. We are a little bit late because I was getting some stuff prepared. Getting the retro stuff set up takes a little bit of time. Sometimes takes a little bit longer than I anticipate, so it does kind of push into stream time. All that being said, let me double check, make sure everything is working properly. It does look good. So I think we are going to go ahead and turn off our music. Alright. I'm going to do this. Grab my controller. And then we're going to switch over here. And we should see and hear Paper Mario. And as you can see, there are stars. I do need to make one adjustment. And with that, let's get into it. Now, we saved right after we got the last star, so I'm not sure what happens next. I wonder what he's doing now. Wish I knew if I was helping him at all. Of course you are. Mario will be fine. You should be proud of your efforts. Knows all you've done. Don't you worry, Princess. Sure, we'll talk to him in person before long. Hope you're right, Twink. Thanks for cheering me up. Let's go back to the room, shall we? And there's Bowser. Lovely old Bowser's here. Wow. Can't we have a friendly conversation for a change? Come on, let me see a smile. Wow. Nothing to say to you. Don't be such a pill. You've stuck with me for a long, long time, people. Better get used to it. Mario's coming, Bowser, and you can't stop him. Oh, you poor silly girl. I'm invincible with a Star Rod, don't you know? Mario's no match for me. He's history, get over it. And here comes the bad news. Your raunchiness. Why, you have an emergency. Better be important. I'm right in the middle of a friendly chat with the princess. Mario has now saved all the star spirits. There is a chance he could come here using their power. We must make ourselves ready to cut in case he shows up. What? Mario. Alright, listen. Send everyone to their posts. We ambush him the second he enters my castle. Mrs. Peach, why don't you come with me to watch? You can have a front row seat to see Mario get crushed. You. Tie her up immediately. If she gets out of this time, heads will roll. You big Koopa, show some respect to the princess. What's this whining little glittering thing? Confetti? Yeah, buzz off. Rude. Take the princess now. Let's move. Alright. My name is Kalmar. Well done. Thank you for coming. You have successfully rescued all of us Star Spirits. We are in your debt. Now all that is left for you, challenge Bowser. My power should help you. Bring back the Star Rod to beat Bowser, to bring peace back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and save Princess Peach. Mario's star energy goes up to 7. You can now use Up and Away. With Up and Away, you can turn all enemies into stars. You must make your way back to Shooting Star Summit. From Shooting Star Summit, we'll prepare a route to Star Haven. The name of this route is Star Way. Once you reveal Star Way, you'll finally reach Star Haven. Okay. Only wishes for you to save this precious world. You can do it, Mario. Goodbye for now. Alright. save. I'm guessing. Oh, look at that. Hold on. I saw that star piece. Can't fool me. Alright, let's get going. Now we can take all of these items. It closes the stuff behind us, that doesn't matter. We don't need the pebble. So. Alrighty. Oh. Jump on this thing. And have Watts dash it. Should take it out. Ow. I can never time those things correctly. Still too early. Alrighty. It should be, yep, the exit. Wait, I don't remember you being here before. Alrighty. That view. Hey, I got it. Got it again. Nope. Missed it that time. Okay. Oh, there's Quiz Guy again. Yes. I will do the quiz. Question. What color are the pants the Goomba King wearing? Red and white. Congratulations. Here's your star piece. Correctly answered 4 questions. Well, well. So long. Farewell. We'll meet again. You'll never guess how I remembered that. Actually, has nothing to do with this game. What the hell? Woke up, there were all these items. The weirdest thing, the floor was all wet as if snow had melted everywhere. Think someone left these as a present for you, Mario? Who would do that? Okay. Alright, that's just a mushroom. Guess we'll leave that. Oh, it was probably the snowmen. There's 5 snowmen and 5 items. Okay, so... Cute. Very, very cute. Nice. Okay. Nope, not this time. Okay, now we need sushi. Should take us back to Toad Town. Do we have... I think we're good on letters, right? We delivered all the letters? Yes, okay. Alright, so now we gotta go back up to... Star... Haven. Let's go see if there's any... cool badges here. Grab these. Rest again. And we'll save again. And then we need to go this way. I don't know why I keep hitting B. We need to go this way. Alright, we have star shards. We should probably see what we can buy with them now. Oh, here's the box. Power Rush. Get rid of the mushroom. For jam and jelly. Okay. Yes. Alright, we have 35. Okay, we can get power plus for 25. Okay, so we basically have all of these. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna grab another Power Plus. Yes. And then I think I want to grab... Peekaboo. Super Mario is the one that started all the paper. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Root focus. Root focus. Where is no, Power Plus? Okay. That is correct. Welcome in, Bobby. Bobby's channel, Flores. How are you doing today? First one. This is the first one I've ever played. This is also a first playthrough, so I can't speak to the quality or the gameplay of any of them. Hey, Daffy's Duck, welcome back. How you doing today? Playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Nice. I actually have all 3 of those games. Physical. Guess we do a lot of physical media here on stream. Have you played the other 2, Daffy Stuck? Thousand Year Door is a good one? Yes. So I've heard. So I've heard. Alright. Mario, can you hear me? I'm going to open the entrance to Starway. Enter this path without fear. Starway continues all the way up here to Starhaven. We 7 spirits will be waiting for you here. We wish to give you our remaining power. You'll be able to stand up against the Star Rod and Bowser holds. Ooh, pretty. Anxiously await you. Case to Starhaven. This is where they start playing the Star Road music and give everyone trauma. For Mario Kart. Wait. How are they gonna act like this place is safe? Oh. Well. Okay, yeah, I figured that was gonna do damage. Ow. Do they always spawn on a thing when we hit them? No, it doesn't look like it, okay. Well, sometimes they attack the ally, that's fine. Base Paper Mario with Origami King, yes, I do know that. Oh, these embers do not mess around, man. Still very bad at the timing. That's a lot of money. Let's gather that up. Troopa. It's fine. It's fine. I get it. Okay. Change member Sushi. Okay, there we go. Start get the timing down. Hammer. I wonder if Sushi uses the squirt, will it still spawn an enemy? It does. Okay. Oh. Not expecting it. Who's my favorite party member? Probably Bo. The boo with the fan. I guess you can call her Bo or Bow, either one. This one. That one. Do we have... Okay. Guess I could do Tidal Wave. Yeah, I did a walkthrough with only 10 HP. Yeah, there's people that do really cool stuff with games. Definitely people that have played the game a lot more than I have. Again, this is our first playthrough, so you know, I have no idea what to expect. There's people that have played games through blindfolded, so maybe not this game, but wouldn't surprise me. Oh, that's cool. They got little street lamps. Hey, it's the quiz guy again. Yes. Which Mario's battle commands is on the far left? Strategies. Correct. Congratulations. Here's your star piece. Well, thank you. You correctly answered 5 questions. Good luck next time. Oh, we're just playing this game as a thank you to my friends. That's why the series is called Friends' Favorite Retro Games. But yeah, I know about the other Paper Mario games. There's also a non-Paper Mario game called Bug Fables, that a friend has told me about that's very similar to this game in gameplay style that I've heard about. But nah, the point of this series is meant to be a personal thank you to my friends for their support over the years and stuff. But I asked my friends, essentially, pick a game from PS2 era or previous that was their favorite game to play, essentially growing up. And one of them picked Paper Mario, so we're playing this for the first time. And we are playing this on official hardware. So we are playing this on the actual N64. I'd show you the cartridge, but then I'd have to turn the game off and, like, pull it up and stuff, but... Hello, need a little rest? I do. Hey Void, how you doing today? By the way, if you see me talking to someone who is not in your chat, I am dual streaming to both YouTube and to Twitch, so... By the way, if you're not following Void, go follow Void. We should be, doing a, triple collab with Void after 12 p.m. and, believe ending tomorrow night, with more Division 2. We're doing the story and some side stuff of the Division 2, so if you want to see that, make sure you go give her a follow and the Leave ending a follow. And the fourth member might be joining us for that. I'm not sure yet. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, so getting a bunch of people together is not an easy task. Oh, this is the shop. Nice. The reason why Sticker Star was the main mechanic of its weird levels, bad mechanics because of the battles. Don't give you XP, so only the boss. Oh, interesting. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I mean, just because something's different doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Let's check some items. I'm gonna check the POW block. I think I'll keep everything else. But yeah. We'll see if Inquisition joins us. What's up here? What's this thing? Gives me great joy to hear of the Star Spirit's return. Our only wish now is for the return of the Star Rod. Seems so odd, a star making a wish. Okay. You're gonna be dead weight for sure? Nah. Nah, it'll be fine. Mario's is Super Paper Mario? It's mixed between 2D Mario and Paper Mario? I don't think I've heard of that one. That's interesting. Alright. Guessing this is where we need to be. This looks like it's the, like, Coliseum from the intro cutscene where the Star Rod was taken, so I'm guessing this is where we need to be. Mario, you finally made it. Time has come to take fight Bowser's turf. Now, hold still while the 7 join together to bestow upon you our final power. Immediately moves. The first play of this game, I almost died of King Goomba boss, because I didn't know the tree stump that kills the red and blue Goombas. Huh. Can now use Star Beam. If you use this power, you can drain the power of the Star Rod whenever Bowser... Oh, okay, so they're teaching us a mechanic here. So whenever he uses the power of the Star Rod, we need to use Star Beam. And one more thing. I have one final gift which should come in handy. Ah, a way to fly up there. Yeah, that would be helpful. This is the legendary starship of Star Haven. Bowser is keeping his castle way up in the sky. For this ship, however, you can reach it. Climb aboard, on to Bowser's castle. We will always be with you. Well, whenever you are in need, use our powers to help you. Alright. Are you ready to take off? Yes. Let's go to Bowser's castle. Also, not to mention the only game that featured Paper Yoshi was Color Splash. Yeah, again, I don't know too much about the series. This is the only one I've played. Look, a shooting star. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Did you wish for something? I hope your dreams come true. Me too. Get it? Because we're the shooting star and we're going to bring the princess back? Yeah. Everyone's wishing for... I want to eat shroom cake. Fair enough. Fair enough. Someone had to wish for shroom cake. Chapter 8. A Star-Powered Showdown. Final chapter of the game. Let's get Watt out. Watt can get through Koopa shells, so I'm gonna keep Watt out for a while. Alright. Here we go. Oh, is this gonna do like a weird, like, 3D? Okay, no. Okay. Thought maybe we had to do like weird para carry over there, but doesn't seem like it. Oof. That was faster than I was expecting. I don't think we can jump on these guys, because they got the spike in their head and we don't have that spike thing. But we can do that. Easy peasy. We'll get one. It looks like we'll get one more level up before. Hey, there's a key. Interesting. I think that's the first time we've seen a key from. Hey, freed our toads. Let our toads go. You fiend. Dang, I can't even like prepare for that. That was my day. It was alright. It was alright. I took some time to just take a break and relax. Try to get my energy back. And prepare for the stream tonight, and I think it's probably in my best interest. Alright, yeah, we'll definitely get a level up. Rough start, kept dropping things. Ah, not this time, punk. I get the first strike this time. Kept dropping things, small inconveniences were annoying. Chick on this pulled a jailbreak and ran outside for the first time since... Wow, really? That's crazy. He didn't get far. That's good to hear that he didn't get far, but that's crazy. I grabbed him when he got distracted by the water dish. I leave for the outside cats. Distraction dish, go! Now, is he just gonna leave? Oh, he calls a friend. Interesting. I don't think he meant to go outside, but he was trying to follow me and didn't realize he was going. Oh. Yeah. I mean, you can keep calling buddies. All you're doing is giving us experience. But I just until he's over this and I snatched him up, yeah. Yeah. Alright, well there's our level up. Alright, now the question is, where do we want to put this? Okay, so we can only have 30 BP, so that's maxed out. I feel like FP needs to go up. I feel like FP. Doctor pulled a huge wad of... Oh, let me grab these coins, I'll read that in just a second. Huge wad of out of your ear? Ah! Do you feel like it has helped, like, your hearing and stuff? I definitely hit the A button. Ear had been itchy, so he checked, like, oh yeah, I see it. Irrigate it first, and it was the worst feeling. Do you know the... you probably do. Do you know the home remedy solution? Like, thing you can do? Oh, this is... You ever done anything with yours? Oh, okay. Well, obviously, no Q-tips. That is still the don't do that thing. But if you have I must Q-tip. Don't Q-tip. Do we have any? We don't. Okay, that's fine. We should be able to. But you can. What you can do is you can lie on a side. It's helpful if you have someone to do it for you. But if you lie on your side, you can pour hydrogen peroxide in your ear. And it'll sit in your ear, and what it does, it'll actually eat away all of the earwax. You let it sit in there for about a minute. And then you put a paper towel over the top of it, and then you let it pour back out into the paper towel, and then just kind of wipe the outside. Don't stick your finger, like, back in your ear. Used to do that to you? Yes, it is. That way you don't use a Q-tip at all. And it does it, but it literally eats away the earwax. But it'll feel like it gets warm, and you'll hear a lot of popping. But it's basically the best way to do it without getting like an official like earwax cleaning, essentially. My mom thought she was developing an ear infection. She was having a lot of problem with one of her ears. I did that for her, and like, by the time she went to see the doctor about it, it was basically fine again. She was fine. So I definitely recommend it. I've been doing that for years, and I do not have problems with my ears. Now I will say, if you have problems with your ear canals, where like stuff can seep into your ear canals, don't do that. If you have problems with your ear canals, but if you have normal ear canals and it doesn't like drain back into your canals or anything, then it's definitely something to look into. Whoa, chill out, bro. They don't drain properly? Okay, then you probably can't do that, unfortunately. Maybe that's why your mom... Yeah. Yeah, if your ears don't drain properly, you can't do that. Because then you get hydrogen peroxide in places that you're not supposed to get. He shrunk us? Interesting. That's the first time we've been hit by these guys before. Wait, you said it halved us. That's not half. Half of 8 is not 2. Also, let go of the A button again. This game lies. We did 8 damage, now we're doing 2. It says it halved our attack power. That is not half of our attack power. Welcome. I called the guard door of Bowser's castle. It's my job to keep suspicious types from entering. You must be Mario. Let me guess. Do you want to get through here? You want to get to the other side of this wall, right? No. If you don't want to go through here, then you're wasting my time. Go away. Yes. Are you standing squarely in front of me? Then I'll let you go through. You fell for it. You'll never escape from that impenetrable prison. Try all you like. All you do is exhaust yourself. I'll tell you what, if you make it back up here, I'll let you go through. How's that? You'll never make it. I hope you have a good time shaking and crying down here. Tasty tonic. Okay. Do you have anything? Guess let's get rid of a maple syrup. Securing poisoning and toxin sounds. Okay, let's talk to everybody first. There's a castle and okay. More joy serving, but nothing I can do. I have no choice but to rely on you. Please save our dear princess. Okay. Yeah, they just want us to save the princess. Piece of cake to break these walls. The material is weak. These are much easier than the walls of Koopa Bros Fortress. Really lucky you have me along, aren't you? Okay. Save. Alright. Now we need Paracarry. We might be able to jump those, but I'm not going to take the chance. Okay. These I have to take a chance. Can Cooper make it that far? He can. Huh. Oh. Wait. No? How do we... Can I just use... Does Cooper home in on these things? Oh. What? I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. I don't... Did I break this? I might have broke this. I don't think this is how this... Okay. I don't know if that's how that was supposed to work. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. Oh, I'm a dingus, dude. I was like, how do they expect us to do any of this? This guy can float on stuff. Okay. Yep. I see what they want us to do. This one I remember. This ability I remember. For some reason, Lackalester's ability, I did not remember to save my life. But this ability, I remember. So they want us to get on this platform and use this ability. And then... Oh. I was like, how do they expect us to get those items? I think we can get one of them. From Cooper. Oh, no, we can't do that. Never mind. Alright, we'll just keep moving on. That lightning rage would have been really helpful. I want that one, but I don't think we can get that one. See, it looks like something's supposed to go through here, right? Like, you can see that there's a hole? like that platform can be shortened down? I wonder if we can... Hold on. I wonder if we could do... No, not vomit. I wonder if we can jump on this platform. Oh, that's not it. Because see, there's a... Because you see the holes that are underneath it. There's something about this platform that lets it, like, go all the way. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a platform over here that we can get moving or something. Huh. We need a key. Oh, we can go through these. Mario's right there. Now what are we supposed to do in this situation? Camp Koopa told us something about, but I'm drawing a total blank. Told us not to let him touch that switch. We have to fight him? He'll wipe the floor with us. It's not so bad. Whatever happens, can't let him push that switch. Come on. Take this, plumber. Show him what we're made of. Starstorm. Abilities, Mega Shock. Okay. Got all but one, that's good. So the one that we didn't get, we can finish off like that. Oh, it stops the flow of lava? Interesting. Oh. That's unexpected. So this is how we're supposed to get these items then. I definitely want the Thunder Rage over... maple syrup. What was his other item? It's the mystery bag, right? Yeah. Hello? Okay. So you're gonna open the thing to get the key, please? Thank you. We keep going backwards just to double check we didn't miss anything. Okay. Now I'm curious, these little holes here, Can we kick Cooper into these, or... No, okay. Didn't think so, but I wanted to double check. Alright. There was... Excuse me. Ow. There was one other area. Back here that I want to check. Just make sure there wasn't... Uh-huh. Life shroom. We'll take that over the tonic. Ah, deep focus, okay. Okay, well, I thought that badge was going to be cooler than it was, but it is what it is. But I was like, wait a second, if the lava's completely cooled, you could also go up there and save, which probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Alright. Oh. Alright, we got the key so we can progress. Don't care about the mystery bag. Now we can go here. Key. What is this thing? What are these things? Bony beetle. Now, you don't have spikes out. Would the jump be more powerful? Okay, just 6 damage. Okay. Super shroom. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go this. Oh. I'm gonna use the super shroom. Then I'm gonna use a lot. I'm gonna grab the life shroom. Okay, obviously. Oh, that's sneaky. So you have to use Watt to go up here to get into position, to switch to paracarry, to fly to fly over to switch back to what? To C again. Interesting. Dang. Kept trying to jump on it and it didn't work out. I was hoping they would have like 7 health, but doesn't look like it. Okay, that'll pick him out, and then Watt can pick out the other one. Oh, nice. 3 hearts. Okay, we got it up, middle, and down. The middle is the route where we were supposed to go. Okay, just wanted to check there was nothing hidden on the down path. Ah, but the top path has a item on it. Oh, it's just a POW block. Carry. Hey, welcome in, Nerdless and Raiders. Hopefully you're doing well today. Let's see what you're up to today. Playing some Blippo Plus. I have no idea what that is. You'll have to tell me what it is. The nerds have arrived. Welcome in, nerds. Hopefully you're doing well today. Welcome in, Kyle and 000629 and Nerdless. Hopefully you're doing well today. If you don't know who I am, Master Games, play a variety of games here on the channel. Mostly horror, mostly retro, but with a little bit of variety. You've caught us on one of our retro nights. I would show you the cartridge we're playing, but it is currently in the console, so I will show you the controller. We are playing on the N64. We are currently playing Paper Mario, the original. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. If you need a raid run for any reason, get you some food, get you some water, or go take a nap, I completely understand. Just throw us a follow, come back when you can. We'd love to have you. Also, I love to ask of our raiders when they come in, what's your favorite horror game? What's your favorite retro game? And if you have one, what's your favorite retro horror game? But thank you again for the raid. Thank you for coming in. Also, we do have an anonymous follows here, so if you throw us a follow and you want to get shouted out, just say, hey, I followed in chat. Otherwise, feel free to keep lurking. We're not going to shout you out if you don't want us to shout you out. So, definitely going to go get some food. Hope you enjoy Paper Mario. That is perfectly fine. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing community over here. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in Lady Raygun as well. But, yeah, I really do appreciate it. We're going to jump back into Paper Mario again. We're playing the N64 one, which is the first one in the series. But we are doing a series that I have dubbed Friend's Favorite Retro Game. I asked my friends what their favorite PS2 era or before favorite retro game was. Collected 10 games, and we're playing them all on original hardware. And this is the 4th game we're playing. The first one was Alpha Centauri, which was a PC game. Second one was Rayman 2 on the N64. The third one was Chrono Cross on the PS1, and now we are playing again Paper Mario on the N64. So, again, thank you so much. Doki Doki Literature Club is your favorite horror game. Myst is your favorite retro game. Interesting you should say that. I actually do have a Sega Saturn copy of Myst, and we actually have played through the entire Myst series. We have a whole playthrough of that. That was the first major series we played through on stream back 5 years ago, if you can believe it. 5 years ago. That is the series that I got a Twitch affiliate with. So, welcome in. Maniac Mansion. Nice. Yes. Very cool. And Day of the Tentacle, I would assume, if you've played that one. But yeah, we're going to jump back into the game. But welcome in, everybody. You have a record speedrun for Riven. Nice. That is awesome. Have you played the remake, Lady Raygun? You also have a mist tattoo. Nice. Have you played the remake of Riven? If you have, what do you think of it? I've been debating playing it. Jesus Christ, these guys are so fast. But I've also just played the original, so I'm just like, do I really need to play the remake? I'm not sure. Basically they redid the puzzles? Really? You did a podcast with one of the creators as well years ago. It was cool to talk. Wow, that's really cool. Something up with Watt. For some reason, he just randomly lets go. Like, I'll hold the A button down, and for some reason, it just decides not to do what I tell it to. Not a huge fan. I feel like they changed too much. Okay, that's what I was curious about, because I was like, I looked at it and I was like, okay, it looks like Riven, but we've been bamboozled before with remakes, you know. So, but it's weird they changed the puzzles. I guess. For, like, a puzzle game, I can understand changing the puzzles, but, like... But on the other hand, it's also, like... It's a game that's, what? 20-something years old? Like, how old's Riven? Right? When did... 97. Uh, 28 years. Right. So, like, I feel like the people that played it back then probably would be fine with the puzzles being the same. Like, I don't know. That's really weird. I don't know, man. Enjoy the layout and the smaller puzzles are the same? Yeah. Also, I guess it's also kind of weird because, like, the original game is still, like, pretty readily available. So, like... I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Like I said, we do anonymous follows here. If you'd like a personalized thank you, just say, hey, I followed in chat. I'll thank you personally. Otherwise, feel free to keep lurking. But yeah, that's kind of strange. That's kind of strange to change the puzzles. But yeah, we've done the whole Mist series. Have you? I'm assuming if you've done runs of Riven, have you done the whole Mist series, Lady Raygun? Because I have thoughts on the Mist series. What do we want here? And when I was playing Myst 5 years ago, playing through the series, I will say I made, I guess, some of the fans a little mad with which one I said I liked the best, because there were some people that gave me the, well, you just had to play it back in the day to really appreciate. They gave me that speech, and I'm like, bro, I did play it back in the day. What are you talking about? Which is always a fun one, you know? How dare I have opinion? Yeah. Did that guy skip a frame or something? What was that? That was very strange. Well, it's funny, because, like, the one that they wanted me to like was not the one you would expect them to want me to like, right? That's what made it so interesting. And it's funny because, like, grew up with your brother playing it, so it was good. Yeah, I played it with a family member too, and yeah, it's got that same kind of thing for me, but. But, you know, it's... So, basically, I decided I was going to play through the Myst series, right? I'll go ahead and tell the story. I was like, okay, I'm going to play through the Myst series. We've got, you know, Myst 1 through 5, and then we have Uru, which is was going to be the Myst MMO, right? So I was playing through them all, and obviously, Myst 5 was an interesting advancement in tech. Not necessarily a good one. Thankfully, not the one that anyone liked. But I'm gonna use Shooting Star here. But I got through the series, right? And I personally, like, I liked 3. And then, like, Riven 1, like, 4, Uru, and 5. That's how I believe I put it. I have to find the picture again. I ranked them, right? How I liked them. Well, unfortunately for me, the people who were there by the end of my playthrough were very avid fans of... What the hell are you doing? Oh. That doesn't look good. We're very avid fans of Uru. So putting Uru basically near the bottom of my list made them quite upset. And they did not like that I did not like their game that they had put hundreds of hours into. And so when they saw my ranking, they were just like, well, you just had to be there. You just had to play it. You had to be around at that time. And I was just like, I was around at that time, and I literally just finished my playthrough. You just watched my playthrough of it, right? You saw what I saw, right? Like, I don't know how to break this to you, friend, but... And it was interesting, right? Like, it was an interesting conversation to have with these people, because they were the people that, like, played the fan servers and that were keeping Uru alive, essentially, right? And man, I cannot get the timings down on these guys. Wasn't a good game. Yeah, the thing is like, it was one of those things that, like, I could see the vision, right? I could see the vision of what they were trying to accomplish. It's the thing of, it didn't accomplish it, right? That's why it didn't move forward. And seeing the vision and it accomplishing that vision are two different things. And that's the problem. I don't think it's as bad as Myst 5, which is, again, it took a chance on a new technology, failed miserably at it, but it took a chance at a new technology. And Uru was kind of in that same category. It took a chance trying to do this, like, MMO thing. It didn't do well at it, obviously, because we don't have a Myst MMO. At least not without fan servers. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Is they were not happy that I did not put Uru higher on the list than I did. But I explained to them, as like, I get where you could find the fun, especially with the multiplayer aspect of like, hey, I can play Myst with friends in real time. I get it. I'm playing solo, so obviously I'm going to rank the solo experiences much higher. Also, I have a full-motion video game with Brad Dourif as the antagonist that is, in my opinion, the most well-structured Myst game versus a failed MMO. Which do you think I'm going to put as my number one? Right? Like, it's not a hard choice here, right? Like, yeah, Brad Dourif is the antagonist for Myst 3. Myst 3 Exile, it's my favorite. The problem is like, Myst 3 and Riven are neck and neck, right? Riven is usually people's, like, number one. The only reason a lot of people, in my opinion, rate Myst 1 higher than Riven is because Myst 1 has, like, it is the one that started the series, right? Most people put Riven as, like, the pinnacle of Myst, right? In my opinion, I think 3 took everything that Myst and Riven did well and just, like, solidified all of it. Plus, it had a really solid actor as its antagonist, right? But Riven is usually where people think the pinnacle of Myst is, and I definitely agree. Like, again, for me, like, Riven and 3 are, like, this close, right? They're basically neck and neck. Either one could take number 1 slot, and I would not be upset, right? Those are the peak of Myst, and there's no disagreement really there. 5 is by far, if you're just looking at the Myst game, 5 is by far the worst, and that's just because of the mechanics behind it. Again, I have a whole review that I did 5 years ago, if you want to see that. If you want to see the playthrough of all those games, they are up on YouTube. But yeah, I think again, for me, it's 3, Riven, which is very, very close, Myst, 4, 5, Uru, actually probably Uru and then 5. 5 is really, really bad. Just really bad. And the problem is 5's story is not terrible. It's the mechanic of 5 that makes 5 so hard to play, because it's based on a drawing mechanic, and our playthrough got messed up because I accidentally, in like the second or third world, I skipped the entirety of the world by accidentally drawing the end of that world. So I was like, oh, the symbol is this, and I tried to draw the thing, and I skipped to the end of the world. So I missed half of the world by drawing the wrong symbol, because the drawing mechanic is so bad. That was the problem with 5, is because it focused so much on the drawing mechanic that was not well implemented. It essentially, you could be playing the game correctly, and it still not do what you want it to do. And if you can't interact with the game properly, it just sucks. I'm sorry. If a game can't be interacted with well, that is a fatal flaw with the game. So that's why I put Uru above it, is because at least Uru, even though its story is not great, you could still interact with the game without much of an issue. So, you came back, you escaped from that underground jail? But there was no way you could escape. Of all the dirty tricks, I guess I have to keep my word. You can go through. Don't forget this. Alright. The Cyan's newest game? Are you talking about, like, Abduction? Because I didn't mind Abduction. I didn't think it was great. I just didn't... I didn't mind it. Because we played that after we played the Myst series. These guys are such a pain in the butt. Okay, there's one guy here. Abduction, and the newest one called Firmament. I don't know if I've played Firmament. I'll have to see. I don't think I've played Firmament. Toad House slogan is refresh this in Toad House. You take a quick nap, okay. I packed it on Kickstarter and hated the gameplay, yikes. I don't know. Maybe I'll check that one out. Like I said, I didn't mind Abduction. It didn't have the Myst feel. The thing is I will say, I'm a little... this might, like, age me a little bit. I'm a sucker for FMV. I love FMV. Even if the acting is a little over the top, I love FMV. One of my, like, favorite, like, horror games, like, FMV horror games is... I don't know how much people play this, but, like... If you've never seen The Curious, what is it? The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, which is getting a sequel, I think, this year. That game is so interesting because it's just a bunch of FMV based on, like, decisions and questions you ask. You might like Blippo Plus. It's not so much FMV, it's weirdest shows. Interesting, yeah, maybe I'll look into that. A few people at the party were able to get away, but they caught most of us. Okay. I don't think these people are really... Like Phantasmagoria, yes. Oh, fun. Do you know... I'm sure you do, given that you've played the little game. Phantasmagoria, the lady in Phantasmagoria is actually, like, the lady that owned the company. Have you played Dead Reset? No, that is definitely on the list. One of the things I'm doing, I'm actually working with other members on the stream team, and we're doing a backlog challenge this year. Well, not really a challenge, but basically we're working together to keep each other accountable to work on our backlog. So we are really trying to get through a lot of backlog stuff this year. But Dead Reset is definitely one of those things I've been keeping an eye on. There's a lot of FMV games that have come out. Okay, we got a door to the right and a door to the left. Let's go through the right door. Okay. Let's see what's on the left. Saw that, forgot to join in. Yeah, I've got a lot of retro games and stuff to get through. For those who don't know, the channel is a lot of horror games and retro games, a lot of horror retro games. A Dead of Night, yes. Ah, there is a shop here. Okay. I don't think we really need... Oh, I guess we could grab this. Let's grab this. Dead of Night. Yeah, I've definitely seen at Dead of Night. They're making a sequel? Really? I didn't hear about that. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Actually, I'll grab 2 of these. Okay, no, we are full. We do have items in storage as well. But we play a lot of like retro horror. We play a lot of horror. So we're got a lot of stuff this year. We're gonna try to get through. So again, if that's your jam, feel free to throw us a follow, because we are going to try our best to get through as much of that as we can. Okay. Ow. That was a weird delay. Somebody did it also agree. Contradiction, yes, that is another F&B game that I do know about, thankfully. Yeah, there's a lot of really good, that guy's just gonna scoot on out of here, yep. They do that. If you don't kill the wizards, they scoot out of the fight. That's why I was trying to kill the wizards first. But yeah, no, I love F&B games. Oh, the thing I was gonna show, hold on. Don't know if I have this name anymore, but... Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see it very easily, but there you go. It is the Sega Saturn Mist. So, like I said, we try to do physical media on the channel. I kept meaning to show that, but we got wrapped up in talking. But yeah, there's, again, if you've not checked it out, a horror game, Nerdless, I'm sure you probably have heard of it, but the Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker is actually done, I don't know if it's the same team or similar teams, but that team, I think, potentially worked on Shape-Shifting Detective. And then that had a spin-off, I think, called The Dark Knights with Poe and Monroe. Those are all FMV games. So if you like FMV games, those are all kind of like detective-ish kind of things. Let's go with health. But like I said, Infectious Madness is going to be getting a sequel sometime soon. Yeah. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of guys. Let's do Starstorm. By the way, if you guys are not following Nerdless, let me give you another shout out real quick. If you're not following Nerdless, I think that's how you say that. You can correct me if I'm saying your name wrong, by the way. If you're not following Nerdless, another member of the Crypt Stream team, so make sure you go give them a follow. Give them a follow. Nerdlees. Okay, Nerdlees. Thank you. Like I said, if I ever pronounce anybody's name wrong, just be like, hey, it's actually this. That's how it's pronounced. Nerdlees. Nerdlees. Dark Side of the Moon is another horror FMV. Interesting. Dark Side of the Moon. I'll have to look into that. I don't think I've heard of that one. Is this guy gonna just scoot on out of here, or is he gonna die? Nerdlees. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Again, feel free to correct me at any point. I would much rather get your name correct than to keep pronouncing it incorrectly. So. Okay, we're gonna button up there. Okay. Nerdlees. Gonna fill with water, yep. Okay, sushi. But I was actually talking to another member of the team about retro horror games. They were talking about getting some PS2, like a PS2 emulator set up, because they wanted to do, or they were talking about playing Rule of Rose, which, if you know anything about PS2 horror games, you know that those games are exceptionally expensive. And they were asking if anybody had played it, and I was like, yeah, I've played it. Rule of Rose, if you don't know, that game is $800 physical. Yeah, maybe don't buy that physical. Emulate that game. There's a lot of expensive physical games out there now. The market is kind of insane. But I was actually giving them some recommendations on other games to emulate. For PS2, things like Kuon, which is even more expensive. Kuon is actually double the price of Rule of Rose. It is $1,600 complete. Yes, you heard that right. $1,600. This is why we need game preservation, by the way. Because games should not be $1,600. No video game on the planet, in my opinion, should be any more than $100. And to me, even $100 is too much. I legitimately believe no game is worth more than $100. Spending any more than that is just way too much. So now, thankfully, there are services. If you've not heard about it, there is a service, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think they are doing good work because they are working on a preservation initiative, which they are going to be doubling down on starting on this year. Good Old Games, or GOG.com. They used to be owned by CD Projekt, which owns CD Projekt Red, which is the company that made The Witcher and Cyberpunk. They're no longer owned by that. They're owned by the co-founder of that company. So they've gone essentially private. But they're doubling down on their preservation initiative, which is nice to see. So they're working on bringing back even more of those games, getting more of those licenses. They recently just got Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on their preservation initiative. So if you've not played the OG Resident Evil games and you're big into survival horror, the PS1 survival horrors, it's a great way to get into those. I think you can get the bundle for like 15-20 bucks and you can play them. We played them on the channel ourselves, the original Resident Evils 1, 2, and 3. Highly recommend it. Again, GOG.com, not sponsored or anything. It's got old computer games on there. It's got some old console games. They're going to be working tirelessly with a lot of developers and publishers to get even more licenses. They're working around the clock, essentially, to get as many licenses as they can. I highly recommend it if you're into retro gaming at all, to check out that website. I've got tons of games through there. They've got games like the old D&D games, which are back from the 80s. Just a lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. I can't recommend them more. I tried to join their affiliate program, unfortunately, as Jesus Christ, Bullet Bill. As much of an advocate as I am for them, I unfortunately do not have the the viewership or following, I guess, that I need to be a affiliate for them. So I will keep working at it until I can become an affiliate. Because I would love to work with their preservation initiative. I think it's always in best interest to make sure that games can stay in the hands of people who want to play them and not cost $1.5 million. Call me crazy. I know, right? You know. Oh, okay, that's not good. Switch. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably what's about to happen. Let's go Starstorm. But yeah. Now, if you have the disposable income and you want to collect stuff, go for it. But I do want to forewarn you that retro gaming and retro game collecting is not cheap. And some games are very, very, very high priced. So be forewarned. Thank you, Bed. Thanks for the stream. Good night. Check those games out on that site. Yeah, well, I do appreciate it. Thank you for coming over for the raid again. Thank you again, Nerdlees, for the raid, and everybody that's come over. If you're still hanging out with us, have a good night. I do appreciate the conversation. Hope to see you again sometime. Made a chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. Interesting. I haven't made cake in a very long time. It's hard for me to like move around much anymore, so like cooking is much harder for me to do than it, used to be, so unfortunately I don't get to spend as much time in the kitchen as I would like. Attempted to make my own chocolate ganache because it's actually dark chocolate chips and heavy whipping. Felt good physically today. I had all the ingredients, so I figured, yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, you gotta take advantage of those good days. Sometimes it takes a while for them to come along. By the way, is Lee streaming tonight, or is he taking a night off? I know he was kind of on the fence about it. Also shining your spleen so they can rule out whatever could determine. Ah. Well, hopefully it all goes well. I know he was talking about possibly doing, Jesus Christ, some arc runs tonight. Oh, you're just playing offline on that? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. The kids. Hey, as long as he's having fun, that's all that matters. Random piece of cake. Nice. Down goes cannon, that's gonna shoot one. Still can't believe chickens escaped. Hey. Not jump. Hammer. There we go. Let me give the comparison of what he looks like now on the board versus when we met him. Yeah. Yeah, when you get those little like flashbacks of like, it's like I remember when you first did this or when we first found you. Yeah. Yeah, it's always weird. Hope he doesn't make it a habit, yeah. He's being weird today, very clean, honestly. Yeah, I always wonder, because, like, I feel like, it's pretty obvious that, like, animals can sense, like, the tension in the air, right? So I always wonder, like, what it feels like for the animals, right? Like, when they're like, okay, something's going on, right? Like, something's different. So, like, I wonder if in their head, they're just like, I should probably pay attention, or I should probably stick around, right? Like, he might be able to get another level up before we get to Bowser. You remember that sometimes he won't want to give me... Ah! Interesting. Oh. Huh. Very curious what I need to do to the dry bones when they're bones. I need to smash them with a hammer or something? Oh, that didn't. Maybe I need to smash them with a hammer. Oh, I just need to get both of them down. They don't give us experience, though. That's interesting. Okay, so I don't need to fight the dry bones. Oh, but I'm gonna have to. Because I gotta push these out of the way. Okay. Sneaky. Okay. Go grab your leg or jump in the shower, turn it on when I'm brushing your hair. You sit to my counter and want to see. Yeah. Oh, hello. That's gonna be helpful. It's gonna be the middle one. So I'm just gonna run into the hammer, bro. Oh, this is gonna suck. Starstorm. So you basically have to take out the dry bones last. Hold on, I wonder... Let's do this. Nice, they're all stunned. Okay, that'll help. Okay, that guy's gone. That guy's gone. That guy's gonna be gone. There we go. Perfect. Could not have worked out any better. Huh. Like, this is definitely the right way, right? They wouldn't put a healing here if it wasn't the right way. Ah. Castle key. Alright. I'm trying to remember, is there a locked door? Guess there was. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our FP back. I wish those filled up your stars. That would be exceptionally helpful, but... Or the dry bones... Okay. Hope we can find a few more fights so we can level up. One more level up would be really nice before we fight Bowser, because something tells me Bowser is going to kick the crud out of us. Okay, I think we went too far. Pretty sure we went too far, because this is all the way back here. I think it's where the dry bones was. That's fine. We can rest here to get our stars back. So this is probably a smart play anyways. So... Alright. Up, 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 up. Oh, I gotta talk to you again? Okay, we only have room for one more. Figured we'd pick that up just in case we run into another pack of something we can use that on. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Never had Terrybot tell me the break was starting soon. Alrighty, so we go this way, we go through here. That's the one we opened with that key. And we went all the way up here. Okay, it has to be over here, right? No? Over here, maybe? Hi, friend. Ah, okay, there it is. Alright, we'll fight this guy. Oh. See, this is a perfect reason for us to grab Thunder Rage. Abilities, Mega Shock. Go, perfect. Jump. Get this guy out. That guy out. Jump on this guy. Should go down. Shock this guy. Save. There's the door. Alrighty. Who would have thought you could make it this far? You won't make it any further, because unfortunately for you, I won't let you pass. But, I guess, if you really want, I'll give you one chance, because I know there's no way you'll make it anyway. Want to give it a shot? Sure. It's completely pointless, but I suppose I'll let you try, because of course I have such a kind and generous heart. Just joking. Do you want to know what I've got in store for you? Yes. Little quiz. Several of my followers will come out here. Your job is carefully keep track of their numbers and colors. You have to answer my questions correctly. Quite frankly, we both know that it is impossible, but if you get 5 questions right, I'll let you go through here. You're allowed 2 mistakes. You'll likely suffer 3 mistakes and dire consequences. Let's get going. Okay. 3 purple. 4, okay. Time's up. Now, how many Koopas were there? 3. That's one of them. Now they'll be harder. Question. Oh. Oh, cool. 4, 3. No, 4, 4, 3. Okay. Red. Question one's been went. It'll be harder. Next question. 2 bombs, 4, 2 red. Okay. Who came out of the middle? Blue? I was like, I don't remember. Okay. So that was technically a lie. He said they was only going to worry about their numbers and their colors. He didn't say where they came out of. Okay. So, okay, Goomba's blue. Okay. 3, 1 green. 4 Koopas, 2 Goombas. Okay, well, it all comes down to this. Okay. Four? Because Goombas don't have arms. Wait, he said there was I only had to get 5 questions. Okay, so he's just lying now. Okay. 2 red, 2 blue, bombs came out of the middle, red 4. Okay. Oh, we have to get 5 questions right. Oh, okay. That was not how that was written. 2 Goombas, 2 red, 3 purple, 3 Goombas, 2 red, 2 blue. Purple. Wow, that's annoying. You gonna open now? Yeah. Go away. You cheater. I don't really need the super shroom. Okay. 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 That was an unfortunate fight, because dry bones don't give us any... Okay. Use the shroom to top off. Maple syrup. Okay, first strike, that's fine. Nice try. Too early. Jump on this guy. 6 damage. Gawk for the next 5. 11 damage. Gone. Oh, don't jump. I don't think 9 damage kills these guys, but... Okay, it does. That's gonna put us at 91. We're 9 points off. Only we could find another fight to pick. Okay, so there's definitely something worth grabbing there. Okay, we're gonna use this shroom because this is a 50 HP heal, and we definitely... Or that's, oh, that's FP. I keep reading the jam is FP, not HP. That's... okay. That's on me. Okay. At least he didn't get first strike. Get this guy out first, otherwise he'll run away when we kill the dry bones. Too late. Perfect. Do 6 to him. Five to him. Wait again. Early to that. 6 to him. This is literally the worst it could be. Dry Bones not giving XP is such a troll, dude. And they're gonna... oh, I was about to say, they're gonna keep doing it, aren't they? Okay. He's gone. Shock him. Don't jump. These guys actually might level us now I think about it. Because they should give us 3 apiece, right? No, 2 apiece. That's still really will be off by 1. We'll be at 99. We're off by 1 star point, dude. Please tell me there's like one more person on this bridge. You've got to be kidding me. There ain't no way, dude. Well, we gotta fight Kammy Koopa before we fight Bowser, right? So there's definitely gonna be at least one level up before we fight Bowser. Okay, there's this guy. Cool. That's fine. First strike fight. I don't care. I just need you to give me a single point, friend. Okay, that's maximum. Okay, well, let me do that then. Ah, this is gonna be the Toad resting place. Okay, I was like, why do we need to do this again? It's gonna give us the Toad resting place. Okay. So, we could probably, if that's the case, we could probably take the life badge off. That would give us 50 HP. Where could we... Where would this 3 be better spent? Probably Fire Shield. Could just do Peekaboo. It's also technically heal. Let's do Peekaboo for now. I have a feeling we're either really close to the boss fight, or... at least a boss fight. Is this still a shop? No. Okay. Oh. Huh. Weird. Oh, there you go. There's their HPs. So we literally do like 1 not damage to them. It didn't matter. Okay, so if this is not the shop, what's on the other side, I wonder? Okay, this is also a direction for fights. Oh. key. Yep. Okay. Not body slam. Change back to Watts. Of course. You gonna keep summoning people, or are you gonna just... Oh, you're gonna do whatever that is. Got it, okay. He goes down here. I didn't let go of A. I don't know what it is about Watt or this controller. Oh, there's the shrink. Okay. So there's a left path and a right path. We just got the key for this side. I'm very curious what... Okay, that looks very, like, boss-esque. And we needed a key for that. So what's on the left side, then? I'm gonna go down here to Toad, heal up and save again, and we'll check the left side. It's interesting, this is so expansive. Take a nap in prison. Save. Alright. Let's go check over here. Okay. Ah. Ultra Mushroom. Let's get rid of a jam and jelly. Yeah. I was gonna say actually, but no. We already left the room. It's gone now. Okay, so that was just to get an Ultra Mushroom, which is fine, because that's a lot of healing. Okay, so this is the... Let me go save again. So this is the way to go, is to the right. So we have an up path and a down path. What? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. A maze, I guess? Okay. So it's a maze. So we go up. Okay, so it's up. Down left. Up again. No. Down right. Go here, spits us out here. So is that just a maze? Is that all that is? That's where we got the key. Okay. Yeah. So it has to be this area, but there has to be something. So that always spits us out here. Okay. So if we go up, it takes us into this room. If we go out the way we came, puts us up here. If we go out here, it takes us down here. If we go out here, it takes us out here. But there's nothing we can interact with in this room. If we go here, it spits us out. Oh, wait. Up, down, down, up, down, up. Up. The fires in the background told us up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. So this should be something different. Yep, okay. Starving doesn't take any power. Okay, so that's what I was wondering. Okay, so the thing was in the background. Okay. Oop. Guessing there's gonna be a save at the end of the hallway. Oh, hi, fake Princess Peach. Came to rescue me. Thanks so much. Just saw a chance to get away from Bowser and I ran. Don't need to fight him because I'm already safe. See, no need to fight. Let's hurry and go home. I'll be right behind you. Please don't. How could you? Really? There we go. Wonder how you saw through my disguise. It was perfect. Oh my. Okay, first change Cooper, so that way when they transform, they'll turn into the... Also, these guys got 15 HP, jeez. transform. Use all of our star power here, but... really doesn't matter what he does, but it'll take them all out. I think we're good. We'll just leave that one out there. Oh, good God. Congratulations. It's the end of Adventure Upgrade. I got much better defenses than other guard doors do. Your luck has just run out. Come on, boys. Oh, not these guys again. See us again. Do you remember who we are, don't we? Yes. Lasting impression. I'm going to beat you within an inch of your life. Feel like running away? Tell you what, if you beat them, you can go through here. Of course, you'll fail, but at least you can try. Increased our power beyond our wildest dreams. Trounced us to learn a new technique trained all day, every day. As the Koopa Bros, we're the super ultra mighty Koopa Bros the Great. Great. I found you, Mario. Ah. Last, you're mine. I was paying finding you, you know. Long last, I'll settle my score with you. This guy. Here it comes, Mario. This final fight. It's one of us walking away from this. 60 HP. Okay. Yikes. Oh yeah, the fan smack doesn't work. I forgot about that. Charge his power. Try this time. Ultimate power! Oh yeah, I've heard. And now we can't jump on him because... he's got a spike on his head. Yep. This is bad. Okay. Dang. You need to go down and use your magic. Maybe something else. Okay, use your magic rod. That one is both easier to dodge and allows me to jump on you again. Oof, that was close. There we go. $26 star points. Don't think you've won. Swear to you, I'm gonna beat you so bad next time. Next time, bro. At the end of the game. So since you beat the guy that beat the Koopa Bros, does that mean you beat the Koopa Bros? No, you beat him, he beat them, but you didn't actually lay a finger on. It's too confusing. Okay, fine. Guess there was no big difference between the guy and the Koopa Bros you can go through. Not possible for you to beat King Bowser anyway. Unless you have the honor of being beaten personally by King Bowser. Lucky you. Do any of these move some healing? Wasn't there a healing back in this hallway? Yeah, let's use this. Alright. Save. Kitchen. Gonna check to see if there's anything else in here. Oh, he's gonna be our heal guy. Yep. Take a nap. I was like, that's the toad in the closet, but yeah. That's funny. So, like, this whole time, the big payoff of this toad is to give you a place to rest. That's funny, because, like, that could have just been like, oh, it's just a toad in a closet. But, like, there's actually a payoff there. See, that's why I love playing retro games, right? Because, like, there's a lot of, like, modern design philosophies that, like, would not have taken advantage of a simple thing like that, where it's just like, oh, this toad sees Peach from the closet and be like, Peach, it's too dangerous, I'm gonna hide back in my closet. But at the very end of the game, we interact with that toad, and that toad's like, hey, it's Mario, you're finally here to save us. Why don't you rest here like all the other toads in the game have helped you do to get your star power back, right? Like, it's cool that they finally had a payoff to this, like, one that could have been a throwaway character, right? It's simple things like that, right? Like, simple things that you don't think about that, like, really, like, bring everything together. Now, there was a item in here on a bookshelf. I'm not sure. So, like, Peach couldn't jump, but Mario can. Another one of those. Get rid of the stopwatch, because I'm guessing the stopwatch is not going to work on Bowser, so having extra lives is It seems to me like it was probably going to be pretty important versus the final boss or bosses of the game. We'll check Peach's room. I wonder if Mario can interact with the button. He can't. Nothing. Okay. Alright, so now we just gotta climb up to the top. Hi, Bowser. This is my old pal Mario. I've been waiting for you. I'm amazed that you managed to come this far. How lucky for me. You've been a distraction for far too long. It'd be a pleasure to squash you personally, again. Mario. You can't beat me. I'm invincible. Alright, Mario. Let's see your so-called power. 50 HP. Okay. That's not as... He has less HP than the last guy. Oh, I should have turbocharged. Okay. Okay, that does us quite a bit of health. Alright, enough of that. Now witness the power of this fully operational Star Rod. Okay, so now we can use Star Beam. Ah, what the world is that? What happened to the power of the stupid Star Rod? Well, about that. Turns out... you don't have that power anymore. This fight's just beginning. Okay. He can still heal himself, that's fine. I'm guessing he probably has all the same powers we do. Can't use the hammer now. Okay, well, it's fine. We weren't using the hammer anyways. I don't think we can shock Bowser. I wanted to give it a shot to see. Ouch. Yep, and he does that. Star Spirits. Star Beam. Not happening, friend. So you better heal yourself there. Okay, or not. Ain't no way Bowser that easy. Ain't no way. There's gonna be a phase 2, right? Plus we don't have Cammy Koopa. How'd you get so strong? Still, you're just an annoyance. That was like a warm-up for me. Yeah, but say... Better follow me. Hey, welcome in, Boomy Jr. How are you doing today? Let me get you a shout out. Let me see what you're up to. Playing some Paper Mario. Oh, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well today. If you don't know who I am, I'm Master Games, play a variety of games here on the channel, mostly horror, mostly retro. Tonight we are playing Paper Mario on the N64. We are playing the cartridge version. Hopefully you had a good time over there playing Paper Mario yourself. If you need a raid and run for any reason, get you some food, get you some water, or go take a nap. Completely understand. Just throw us a follow, come back when you can. We'd love to have you. Also, I love to ask our raiders, what's your favorite horror game? What's your favorite retro game? And if you have one, what's your favorite retro horror game? So feel free to tell us here in chat. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah. We're going to jump back into this. I do appreciate the raid. I hope you had a good time over there. Feel free to tell us what you're up to. And I think coming up very quickly to the end of this game. So we are currently just did the first phase, I guess, of the Bowser fight. So now we are working our way up to the next part. Hope you have a great stream. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the raid. I am going to go ahead and jam a Super Shroom in our face. You're a speedrunner for Paper Mario. I love to see people playing it. Well, I appreciate it. This is actually my first playthrough. We're doing this for a series that I am calling Friends Favorite Retro. I asked my friends what their favorite PS2 era or previous game was. One of my friends selected this, so I'm playing it for the first time as a kind of a thank you to my friends for all their support over the years. So yeah, that's what we're doing, is playing some of this. But that's very cool. It's very cool. What's your quickest time on Paper Mario? What's your quickest time? We're gonna work our way up this tower here. Hopefully with the power of the stars and all the stuff we've gotten up to this point, we can defeat Bowser. Hit a PB this stream. Nice! Congratulations! 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 42 seconds. Well done. Very cool to hear. Welcome to your nightmare. You should thank me, Mario. Since you've been a rival for so long, I've arranged a special arena for you to defeat. Oh no. Very, very cool. You're completely trapped. How does it feel? Mario, be careful. You fell right into our trap, and you call yourself a hero. Do you think we were foolish enough just to sit back and watch as you save the Star Spirits? Put together our little surprise for you. A device that increases Bowser's power. King Bowser will be powerful, but not even the power of the Star Spirits can compare. He'll now truly be invincible, thanks to my wisdom. Are you ready, my king? Then power up. Bowser, yep. Here we go. The final fight begins. You hate Final Bowser so much. Well, don't tell me that, Boomy. I'm just not playing it. It's incredible. I feel like exploding with power. You'll be able to squash this cheeky plumber. Hey, you, Mario. It's not going to be like before. Prepare to be beaten. Now he's got like 700 HP. 99. 99 HP he has. Kill so many speedruns? Ah, I see. Oof. Time to release my power with a good old Star Rod. Okay. So now we have to use the star thing. Star Beam. No star power for you. Uh-oh. That weak attack doesn't affect me anymore. Oh no, we're in trouble. The star beam doesn't work. That monster is going to beat us up now for sure. Brave Mario. What can I do? The way things are going, Bowser will surely defeat him. Somebody, please, help Mario. Is it going to be Twink? Well, you have to constantly run your mouth. Be quiet. Hi, Twink. I'll get you out of those ropes. Insolent little star kid, how dare you? Oh, cool, we get to fight as Peach. You're too young to fight me. I'm not afraid of you. Be careful, Twink. This is how Twink becomes a star spirit. Did I just feel a breeze? Was it really your attack? Focus. Not the block. Oh, why are you little... So you could fight a little. Don't you know Mario's insane plot armor? Yes. Mario always has the plot armor. Uh-oh. We're taking less damage and we're doing more damage. Twink becoming the MVP. What's going on? It seems like the Star Kid's getting stronger. That's called hope! And plot convenience! Now this is gonna do 0 damage, I guess. By the way, I'm pushing A to C. Yeah. My attacks don't work. Oh no. The stars get all of their power from ordinary people's wishes. Peach's wishes are giving that little star kid power. Uh-oh. King Bowser, I have failed you. Now we must save Mario, but what can I do? Make a wish. Just like you did for me, make a wish to give more power to the star spirits. Think of the Mushroom Kingdom, Star Haven, Mario, make a wish to the stars. Think of all those things. If your wish is strong enough, it will reach the star spirits and give them strength. I'll go help Mario. What's the matter, Mario? Feeling a bit under the weather? You ought to work out more. What is... Does Bowser, like, is this what just goes through his head from day to day? You need to work out more. Yeah, do you imagine Mario just like, come on, bro. Feel the power flooding into me. Honorable star spirits. I'll do what I can to help. What a surprise. I can feel the wishes of Princess Peach and all the he's predicting. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, he's just like, is this what's going through his head constantly? Is he just thinking of Mario, like, pumping iron? It's like, Bowser, bro, I got something to tell you. Giving us power. Perhaps we can match Bowser's strength. Now, Mario, don't give up. Everyone's behind you. Receive our power and do our very best. Power up the Star Beam. Is it the Super Star Beam now? Has been upgraded. It's now Peach Beam. What? How did it become the Peach Beam? Peach just getting stuff named after her for no reason. Like... What's going on? Oh, they did heal us. I was wondering if they were going to heal us. You should give up. You'll never beat me. Hey, bro. Enjoy the Peach Beam. Which, you know, if you think about it, might be the whole reason why Bowser's doing this. Anyways. Gotta be kidding me. My Star Rod power, it's gone. I want to name it the Twink Beam, but that it clear media training. You know. Ow. Okay, he does that again. Which is kind of a waste of his turn. Because then we can do more Peach Beam. Basically, every time he does that, we get 5 free damage. Battle's not over yet. I can't deflect that. Okay. I guess I should have done the fire resistance. I was thinking about doing the fire resistance. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not healing, I'm waiting for my health to get low to use the mushroom that gives us 50 HP. And for the attack power to return to normal. So now I can use this Ultra Shroom. He does that. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Oops. Oh no! How do you do that to Watt? Could lower the attack power, but I'm fine. We'll just jump on Ombre. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Oh, nice 30 heal. Rude. Ah, gotcha that time. Alright, ability. How you doing, D-Man? Really? Hey, thank you for follow. We do anonymous follows here. If you'd like a personalized thank you, just say, hey, I followed in chat, and I'll thank you personally. Otherwise, feel free to keep lurking. Am I enjoying the game? It's alright. I mentioned it before, I don't know if I'd play this game if it wasn't for Friend's Favorite Retro, but I'm not disliking it. Peach Beam. But seems like we'll be done with it pretty soon, as long as Bowser stops healing himself. Oh, that's a new move. Ow. Items. We'll do another Ultra Shroom. You can only heal a total of 3 times. Ah, well that is... There was the 3rd time. That's very helpful to know. Because he decided to do it all 3 times. So what happens if his star power stays active? I'm guessing he probably just like one-shots you or something. Or he just does a bunch of damage. I'm not gonna find out the hard way. Let's do Peach Beam. Man, I'm trying my best to time that, and fortunately it is not working out for us. Smart move on his part. Oh, that actually removed our debuff. Or not our debuff, but our buff. Hmm. I wonder how much the hammer does to him. Same amount, okay. ahead and use another Ultra Shroom. That should be the last one we need to use. He's going to power himself up, which is going to give us 5 free damage. Actually, we should probably instead do this. This is probably overkill, but because he's only got 19 HP, but if we Peach Beam, that'll be 3 jumps essentially, and I think he'll be dead. Assuming he doesn't have something else in his back pocket. Actually, it'd be less than 3 jumps, because we're going to get 5 damage from... Because this gives 8, and then 5. Okay, so it's only 2 jumps. Yeah, so this... Yeah. Ow. So this will be the last jump, and then he's gone, I would assume. And in true Mario fashion, we jump on Bowser's head. Oh no! Mario defeated me again. He always defeats me. This time I became invincible, and I still couldn't beat him. Darn it. Star Rod! GG's. GG's indeed. You took back the Star Rod. Oh, Mario. I knew you would save me. Thank you, Mario. I was saying, can we get off the platform that's probably going to explode? Okay, it is exploding. I'm awake, huh? What's going on? This isn't part of my plan. What's with all the shaking? Your kingship, the battle with Mario was so intense that my device for increasing your power seems to have started malfunctioning. It's entirely screwed up and its power appears to be heading back into your castle. Hate to tell you this, but both your castle and the spot right here are about to explode. You must flee, your evil king. We have no choice. What are you really? That's a big problem. Let's get out of here, right? Huh? Ah. And there goes Paper Bowser. And his big old castle. And I'm guessing Peach's castle could conveniently just gonna fall right into place. Or are the Star Spirits gonna protect it and then set it down? Ah, the Star Spirits are gonna protect it and then set it down. Along with us, of course. There we go. And here's your Star Rod. Oh, Mario, thank you. You did it. You brought back our precious Star Rod. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We will use it to bring peace back to this world. Now we'll be able to grant everyone's wishes again. All of this thanks to you, Mario. When you look at the night sky, you'll know that glittering stars are praising you for your courage. Look up at the bright light and remember our thanks. You really took it to Bowser, Mario. Really socked it to him. Wow. That's an old phrase. Jesus Christ, I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. What impressive strength. Really? I knew you could do it. Mario, don't think we don't know how hard you worked for all of us. It must have been difficult. We won't forget your efforts. I hope Bowser learned something from all this. Maybe he'll behave himself now. Although I'd say the chances of that are pretty slim. There you go. Tisk tisk, all well. No words can express completely how thankful we are for all that you've done. Hope has returned both to Starhaven and to all of Mushroom Kingdom. We are in your debt, Mario. And Twink, may I say, you really rose to the occasion. You've proven yourself to be a grown-up star. Aw, go on. Well, I think it's time we return to Starhaven. All of the stars are waiting for us there, no doubt. It's time to say goodbye for now, Mario. May the stars forever shine brightly upon you. There we go. Sorry, I should make sure things are working. Mario, I'd like to thank you too, and Princess Peach. It was an honor to help you in your time of need. I hope maybe to see you again sometime. For now, I'm going to become a respectable star and make people's wishes come true. Thank you so much for helping me, Twink. You've always been a stellar friend to me. Princess Peach. Well, no, never mind. I have to go too. Thank you very much, Mario. I'll always remember you, Princess Peach. Goodbye. And we never saw him again. Alright. And there we go. Guessing we're gonna get probably some sort of credit roll or something. Hopefully. Nope. Yeah. Oh, so that's it, huh? That's how you took the Star Rod back from Bowser. Seems like another wild adventure in the books, bro. Castle's back in the normal place and everyone's returned to home safely. You just came through in the end, just like you always do. I know you've been back for days now, but I bet you still feel like you're on an adventure, don't you? That reminds me, the pals who traveled with you. I wonder what they're up to now. Okay. A Scoombario. Yep. There's a Karakari. I sure am. It isn't a social call. Dropped by to bring you a letter to your... I dropped by to bring a letter to you, Goombario. It's from Princess Peach. That's what she writing me for. Read it and find out. I've got to deliver more letters. Okay. Thanks, Karakari. See ya. Keep working hard, buddy. Take care. What did Princess Peach write in her letter? Let me see. Hang on, Goombario. Invitation to a party at the castle. It says the princess is having a party and I'm invited to go have fun. Nice. Wonder for everybody. Alright, there's Bombette. There's Bo. What? Sushi. Spike or Luke Lester or whatever. Colorado and Cooper. In charge of guiding us. Prior experience is terribly important to the success of our expedition. I know the place front to back. Brings you here. Finally made it. I have a letter for you from Princess Peach. Alright. Directly from the princess herself. I got a signature on it and everything. Cool. There's no way I can miss a batch this big, but I just can't turn my back on an expedition after I promised Professor Colorado. Just stay here and... Don't be daft, dear boy. Turning down such an invitation would be terribly impolite. It's a golden opportunity. Go to the party this instant. Don't spare me another thought. It would ruin the party if the hero of Koopa Village, nay, the hero of the Mushroom Kingdom, wasn't even there. I knew you'd say that, Professor Colorado. You're so kind and generous. I'll do it. I hope you guys will be alright without me. I'm gonna party. I have a message for you as well. Don't bother coming back home, you wandering buffoon. What a no-good husband. That was a message from your wife. Colorado, you set out on this expedition without telling your wife again, didn't you? Boy, was she so... She was so furious. Parakarry, why in the world didn't you tell me this first? This is a crisis. I must away back home with all due speed. These guys are like, what? What the hell? And then there's the... something outside. I think I did. I'll go take a quick look. And now there's our letter. Drop off a party invitation for Princess Peach. Said he's also invited the party, so he took off, said he'd see us at the castle when we arrive. Now we better go too. Is it going to take us there, or do we have to actually run all the way to the castle? Okay, I'm not controlling it, by the way. It's doing it on its own. Okay, listen, Mario. Just gonna run ahead. There's something important that I have to do. Sorry, Bo, it's top secret. Okay. So it seems like there is a little bit more. We got some people here. Oh, quiz guy. Got any more quizzes for us? Just kidding. Let's go enjoy the party. Oh, okay, fine. Rude. Just heart. Okay. What is this? Toad Town News. Castle descends. Party to be held. Mario defeats Bowser and rescues our princess, badly beaten, and will likely never return. We're sure of it. Almost positive. Peach's Castle has been perfectly restored to its original position and even sports fresh paint. Grand party celebrating the victory is planned. The castle, anyone in attendance. Hooray for Mario, hooray for our hero. From all the reporters, with many thanks. We owe you one, Mario. Okay, there's Colorado. Oh, there's no save here. Huh. Interesting. We haven't saved, which actually kind of concerns me. Hey, look, it's the chieftain. Befriend a strange whale. He ferried me over here. Next time I'd like to bring the whole village with me. Alright. Welcome to the castle. Princess Peach should be here very shortly. And now, Princess Peach. Well, that was pretty short. Yeah. Good job. He was right on the money. Greetings to all of you. I'm so glad everyone could be here on this special day. Star Ride has been stolen by Bowser, has been returned to its rightful place in Star Haven. Peace is once again returned to the Mushroom Kingdom. Above us, the stars shine with more beauty and power than ever before. It seems that they're sending us their thanks. Mario, Goombario, Cooper, Bombette, Parakarry, Bo, Watt, Sushi, Lackluster, and everybody across the lands of the Mushroom Kingdom. We've regained peace because of all your efforts. Can't talk tonight. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I hope the Mushroom Kingdom will enjoy peace and prosperity for a long time to come. Perhaps forever. This is my heartfelt wish. So, let's celebrate. Enjoy the festivities, everyone. Castle explodes. Just... Ah. Luigi leads a parade. Nice. Well, there we go. Set my controller down. Paper Mario. Alright. Well, we have accomplished it. Another friend's favorite retro game has been completed. This time, Paper Mario on the N64. I wonder... Is this... Nah, you can't. Doesn't look like you can skip this. So we have to sit through this. Let's yeah. Nice. A Bowser float. Oh, that's the Koopa Brothers. That makes sense. Thank you, Void. Ah, but they're bomb-bombs. Cute. And then you see them on the whale back there. We'll do a full thought on this after the credits and stuff are done. This one was an interesting one. Because I mentioned it before while we were playing that I think this game's mechanics really kind of gets overlooked in game design discussions. This game does have quite a few, like, battle mechanics to it. Now, some of them do get repeated, like the hold left and then let go, or the hold A and then let go, right? Some of those get repeated, but some of them don't, right? Like the aiming and then, you know, shooting and then, you know, like, the pressing, like, repeatedly and stuff like that, right? Like, there's a bunch of different battle mechanics and stuff, that like, happen throughout the game that I think really... And I talked about it, like I said, I talked about it when we were playing, how, I'm gonna tune this down just a little bit. I said just a little bit, jeez. There we go. I talked about it how in 2025 we had a game that like won Game of the Year, won a lot of people's Game of the Year, which was Clear Obscure Expedition 33. And I talked about how like that game's mechanics really, like, people found them as like unique, right? And it does have some unique stuff to it, but I feel like those mechanics really existed in this game first. Right? Like the idea of timing a parry or a block in this case kind of existed here, right? And also doing some sort of mechanic on an attack turn also existed here within this game, right? And this game came out in 2000 roughly, which was 25 years prior. And that's not to say that like that takes anything away from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which technically, we should be calling it Expedition 33 because Clair Obscur is the world that's in. They've already stated that Clair Obscur is the world, and Expedition 33 is just the sub-game because they're going to be making more in that world. But anyways, in Expedition 33, right? And it's interesting because in those discussions, a lot of people don't think about games like this, which is why I like playing retro games, is because a lot of times... people don't think about games like this where those mechanics technically existed prior. Now, are they the same mechanics or similar? This is definitely more on the similar side than the same, but you can see where like that the roots really are. And I think that's important to bring up. Right. Now, I don't know if those devs have played this game or are fans of this game or anything like that, mind you. But it is an interesting conversation to kind of have when you're discussing game mechanics, because I've heard there's a game. I have not played it or done a whole lot of research into it. There's a game that came out, I think, a few years back called Bug Fables that's supposed to play kind of similarly to this. It's very much... It says it's inspired by... like Paper Mario. So there's definitely developers that are talking about their inspiration being like games like this, right? And I talk about this when we play modern games, how there's a lot of modern games that feel like they have to like reinvent the wheel to be a new experience, right? And I talk about it all the time that you really don't, right? You can play older games like this. This game is 25, almost 26 years old, right? It'll be 26 years old roughly this year. You can play these older games and grab these inspirations, these pieces of the, these older games that you really enjoy, and you can make something out of that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel with every new release. And I think it's really important to discuss that stuff when we're playing retro games, right? Because there's so many retro games that came out from, if you're talking about basically like Super Nintendo to, let's say, PS2 era, right? Because that's a good, decade and a half of gaming, right? And probably longer, honestly. That have so many games and, trial and error and game advancement and stuff that you can pull from, that some games are just one-offs, right? Like they just existed, they had a cool mechanic, and then that was it. There's no sequels, there's no re-releases, there's no nothing. Now, of course, Paper Mario went on to have many other games. It's had Thousand Year Door, that has had one of the sequels that's also had a re-release. Obviously, you have the emulation on the Switch, which I believe you can play this Paper Mario. Don't quote me on that. I think you can play the OG Paper Mario on the Switch. I know there is the re-release of Thousand Year Door. And of course you have like the newer one, which is the Origami King or something like that. So like there's a lot of Paper Mario you can play. Outside of this one, obviously, but I'm talking about other games that might only have like one-off games that just that was it. They existed and they live and died on N64, PS2, PS1, Super Nintendo. You run this game on Switch. Okay, I don't like giving people incorrect information, so that's why I said don't quote me on that. I don't have 100% certainty. I was pretty certain, but there you go. Someone that speed runs the game has said in chat that this game is on Switch. So there you go. Take it from someone who is much more well versed in the game than I am. But I think it is very important to remember that there are really solid experiences in retro games, and they're becoming more accessible as time goes on, because a lot of people are looking back to these. Obviously, emulation is a really good way to experience that stuff. I know some people think it's a little bit of a faux pas to do emulation. Retro gaming is getting very expensive nowadays. I will always be on the side of preservation. If we can get those prices down or find a way to get those onto modern consoles or onto modern hardware, obviously that is the goal. No game should cost more than $100 in my opinion. I mentioned this while we were playing today. So the fact that, a cartridge for some games can cost, $100, $200, $300, $600 for some games. Not Paper Mario, but for some games, it's kind of crazy. But anyways, we'll get into the full review here now that we have the end screen here. I just wanted to get to that screen. I wonder, do I have to shut off the console? I'm very curious. I think I might have to actually go physically shut off the console. Older games do that. They don't have a go back to main menu. They just have the end screen, and that's what you get. This is on an N64, so I don't think I get a yeah, I don't think I get a thing. I'll just have to shut off the console. Give me just a second, and we'll do a full review here in a second. So, As always, when we complete a game, I like to talk about a game from a mechanical standpoint, from a story standpoint, and from an overall standpoint. And the game we have completed, which I should have grabbed the cartridge while I was up, actually, let me do just that. So people can finally believe that I am in fact running this game off of a cartridge. There you go. I even have the end labels for it if you want to see it there. But yes, we are playing, and yes, I know my camera's reversed, so everything is backwards, but we are playing Paper Mario on the N64, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So, mechanically speaking, this is a turn-based RPG. However, it has a lot more mechanics than just that. There are multiple mechanics for interacting with your side of the attacks. There are holding left and then letting go, holding A and then letting go, aiming a shell. Trying to think. There's a lot of things. Button mashing just A, button mashing A and B, spamming left on the joystick. So you spam the left button, pushing A, B, and down in a certain order. I'm trying to think. There's pushing A at a certain time for the jumping. So there's a lot of different interactivities for the attacking side of things. For the defending side of things, thankfully, there's only one button. You just time A at the time that you're supposed to get hit, essentially. And that's kind of the difference between a traditional you go, they go, you go, they go kind of turn-based RPG. And I do call it an RPG because there is technically leveling. There is technically a choice. By the end of the game, it seems like you can reach the cap of all your stats if you level enough, or at least close to the cap of all your stats if you level enough. We reach the cap of health and we reach the cap of badge points. I don't know if we reach the cap of FP, but there you go. Trying to think. And then outside of combat, you have mechanics for traversal, which are there's a lighting the darkness, there is using a shell to activate stuff, there's a bomb to blow stuff up and activate stuff. There is going invisible to not take damage from terrain or certain things, but also to move through objects. Let's see. There's, of course, some platforming stuff, so floating over stuff. Let's see. Trying to think. There's another floating over stuff. Once you get, like, lava spikes, stuff like that. The Lakitu character, Lakalester, or Spike, as he also introduces himself as. So you get different members of your party that all have different abilities that allow you traversal through the world. So that's also another mechanical thing that you get. And then, of course, everybody can be powered up, and they get their own little different abilities through that. I'm trying to think if there's any other mechanical things. Oh, yeah, you also get star power as you progress the game. You get more stars, they give you more star power, and you can use it for different things like healing, damage, debuffs, or buffs. There are buffs in the game. There are debuffs in the game. And then, of course, there's item usage. Again, it's very much a turn-based RPG. Everything you would expect from a turn-based RPG, you do get in Paper Mario. So if you've played that kind of thing, you can expect that. But, like I said, there is interactivity within the turns themselves, which is a bit different, especially for a turn-based RPG in the year 2000. There's not a lot of games in the year 2000 that were doing interactivity at the time. Which is an important thing. Again, we talked about it throughout the playthrough, about how that is one major difference than that we see in games that have come out recently. But yeah, story-wise, it's very much a Mario game. Bowser captures the princess. He also steals a star rod. You have to take both of those back. You do so by saving star spirits from different bosses throughout the world. This one is basically if you took a Mario story and expanded it. So instead of it just being Mario versus Bowser, it's Mario versus all these bosses and Bowser, which arguably is how Mario is usually structured. Even if you go back as far as like Super Mario World, you go to different boss towers, boss castles, you beat those bosses on your way to Mario. You've seen it when you fight the Koopa Kids, a lot of stuff. It's kind of just a basic Mario story. However, like you do get sub stories within the characters, which is kind of cool. So like meeting the different side characters, they each have stories. So there is a little bit more depth into the story when it comes to interpersonal connections. But for the overarching story, you're not really going to get a lot more depth to that kind of story. It's basically Bowser gets powerful, you have to get powerful to deal with Bowser, and then you deal with Bowser. But again, it's a Mario game. I don't think you would go in expecting a whole lot of depth in that regard. But like I said, you do get some interpersonal stuff with the characters on your team, which is kind of cool. The world itself, also, each area has their own little story, which is cool. The ice area gets it's really short, but it does get a little kind of like murder mystery thing to it. Which was nice to see that it wasn't just kind of like, okay, we're near the end of the game, let's just do a throwaway ice area. They actually had like a little murder mystery, which was funny. But again, it's very short. It doesn't take very long for that to reach a conclusion. It's mostly, and honestly, the world feels very dungeon focused, where once you get to the dungeon, it's like fight your way through the dungeon, get the keys, get to the end, fight the boss, move on to the next. It's almost, you could say almost Zelda-esque with how it handles the dungeon, which for the time that it comes out, that also makes sense given the popularity of Zelda at the time. And again, it's an RPG, and most RPGs are dungeon based, especially in the 90s and 2000s. So again, it knows how to do its trope, but it knows also how to Mario-fy everything, which also made sense. So it knew what it was doing with everything it had, which I think is probably the best way of putting that story. Which leads into the overall. Overall, I would say I enjoyed the experience. I don't really have any major gripes. We did have one crash, and yes, you heard that right. I had a crash with a cartridge game. It does happen on occasion. It didn't happen again, thankfully. But we had one weird crash. After that, everything seemed to work out. Cartridges, games be weird. But outside of that, it was kind of just like I said, a basic kind of RPG experience. It knew what it was doing and what it wanted to do, and it kind of held true to that. The areas were interesting enough to move through. My only major gripe I had with the game is I feel like it was just a bit too long. Going through 7 areas and then Bowser Castle, having 8 chapters was probably a bit too much for this game. Especially when you get near the end and you're doing the same kind of combat combos over and over again. If there was a little bit more depth to the RPG system, I could see it having that level of length. But with you using basically the jump, the hammer, and the same items that you've been using for essentially 3 chapters, it got a little much. If this was like 5 stars and then Bowser, that probably would have been a bit better. But outside of length, I think this was a pretty solid experience. And I do think a lot of games kind of either inadvertently or directly kind of owe some level of inspiration to this game, which is interesting to see. Now, I will say, I like to look up retro games whenever we play them, the price of them. A cartridge version of this does run I believe, let's see. Yeah, so a cartridge of this is about 80 bucks right now. So if you don't look forward to spending 80 bucks on a cartridge, I will say this is available on Switch. You can play this on Switch. Um, if you have, I think all you need is like the Switch Online with the N64 version of stuff. So you could definitely check it out that way. Uh, it's a lot cheaper that way. Now, if you have an N64 and you've played the other Paper Mario's, or you're just interested in the series, again, 80 bucks, not the most expensive game you can buy on the N64, but that is just for the cartridge. If you're one of those that wants to collect, complete with manuals and stuff like that, that's going to be much more expensive. Completes of basically any N64 game are going to be very expensive. Most people didn't keep their N64 boxes or manuals or stuff, just because those boxes were not very sturdy. um, but all in all, I will say I probably recommend this game. I think just as a retro experience, this is an interesting experience to play through because you can kind of see a lot of mechanics that um, kind of influenced a lot of things, but also that not a lot of people really, I think, experienced. Maybe not on the N64. I definitely feel like people probably played the later games, Thousand Year Door, or maybe like Origami, the Origami one. Maybe played those more than they played the original, and maybe those are better. I've only played this one. This was our first playthrough of this one. Um, but other if you can deal with the game being a little long, I think I could probably recommend it. If you don't want to sit down for the longer haul, maybe check out the other ones. I'm gonna guess they're probably longer, to be honest, but they might manage the time a little bit better. But there you go. That is going to do it for our review and our playthrough of Paper Mario on the N64. So thank you so much for joining us for it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next playthrough and review. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Alright. Alright, Twitch. We'll see how much time we have left. Where are we sitting at? Alright. Alright. Christmas. Alright, so that's the end of the